With Silver Dollar Road, October 20th, Prime Video, Oscar-nominated I Am Not Your Negro director Raoul Peck adapts Lizzie Presser's ProPublica article. Their family bought land one generation after slavery. The Reels brothers spent 8 years in jail for refusing to leave it, published in collaboration with The New Yorker. Nonetheless, journalistic rigor is not this documentary's strong suit. The story of a North Carolina clan struggling to retain their familial land in the face of intense developer pressure, it paints a warm portrait of relatives sticking together through thick and thin. When it comes to its central legal struggle, though, it leaves out so many crucial details that it cuts itself off at the knees. In Carteret County, North Carolina, Gertrude Reels owns dozens of acres that she inherited from her ancestors, who first acquired it courtesy of Elijah Reels in 1911. Located on Silver Dollar Road, which leads straight down to the water, this estate was the gathering place for generations of Reels men and women, including Gertrude's daughter Mamie Ellison and granddaughter Kim Duhon, who waxed nostalgic about the magical time spent there roaming around, playing, and hanging out with uncles who told tales of mermaids when they weren't unloading seafood from their commercial fishing boats. Music, dancing, barbecues, and other festivities were a routine facet of summers at Silver Dollar Road, and they were all due to Gertrude's claim on the plot. Courtesy of heirs property laws which state that land is passed down through inheritance even without the presence of a formal will. In 1978, Gertrude's right of ownership was called into question by her uncle Shedrick, who declared that he had a deed stipulating that he owned Silver Dollar Road. On March 19, 1979, a court sided with him, granting him, and, later, a firm known as Adams Creek Associates, ownership of 13 waterfront acres. This incident initiated a legal battle, and Silver Dollar Road contextualizes it via brief preceding text cards and newspaper headlines about how former slaves had transformed swamplands into rich and vibrant areas and how, in the early 20th century, white supremacists had terrorized black Southern landowners. The implication is clear. Shedrick was in league with, or being exploited by, white Adams Creek Associates businessmen who sought to snatch the Reels property and, presumably, develop it in a manner akin to surrounding projects with homes, golf courses, and boat slips fit for wealthy tourists. Unfortunately, Silver Dollar Road never relays anything notable about Shedrick. Worse, it tells us absolutely nothing about Adams Creek Associates, including who actually runs it. By leaving it a shadowy mystery, Peck is free to insinuate that Adams Creek Associates is a racist outfit without having to grapple with potentially complicating facts. And insinuate he does, courtesy of Mamie, who in an old video is heard screaming to her brother about how this is slavery time, and this just how white people do, and a Reels lawyer, James Hairston, who opines that race is the elephant in this contentious room. Simultaneously, however, Hairston admits that he has no evidence of, or anecdotal fact demonstrating, racism. Neither, it seems, does Peck, or, at least, none that he wishes to provide. Silver Dollar Road presents few specifics to verify its conclusions about this apparent land grab scheme, as well as about the subsequent prosecution of Gertrude's sons Melvin Davis and LaCurtis Reels, who were charged by Adams Creek Associates with trespassing for residing on property the company owned. Before long, both men were behind bars, where they stayed for nearly 8 years. Peck's film depicts the agony and fury of the duo's relatives over these circumstances, and on the face of it, it certainly appears to be an unjustly long sentence for a relatively minor infraction. Again, though, the director eschews digging into the legal nitty-gritty that created and perpetuated this scenario. The result is that viewers are meant to accept this as a grave, bigoted injustice simply because the Reels believe it to be so, and Peck agrees. This isn't to argue that they're wrong. Rather, it's to state that the onus is on Silver Dollar Road to prove such contentions, and its disinterest in seriously, and much less comprehensively, doing so sabotages its own mission. In the absence of so many basic and crucial particulars, there's no way to ascertain the truth about what's taken place with Silver Dollar Road. Mamie talks about how there's been no racial progress in this country, and Kim recalls seeing her incarcerated uncles looking defeated in shackles and orange jumpsuits, both of which are meant to cast their ordeal as an extension, if not the epitome, of racist victimization.